Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary Clinton is not here right now, but we're going to talk about her as if she is, because she needs to learn a little something.
Well, that'd be kind of awkward if we were talking about her like she was here. I'd be like a lot nicer than I probably will be soon.
All right, so maybe not. But we do have a lot of information we'd like to share about this particular lady and the things that she's done.
Well, she apparently was using a single email address for business purposes and personal use, and it was her own personal email address and not a government issued one.
Right.
That's a no-no.
That you can't do that in like that sort of.
Now, why not though? Why?
Well, I mean, like the government needs to keep track. Like they need their own like personal email address to email one another, because if you have a personal email address, it's easier for people to hack in there.
That, don't you think that they need to keep an eye on everything?
They do need to keep an eye on everything, but they also need to keep an eye on their lack of a better term, employees.
So as far as Hillary Clinton goes, what do you think she was trying to do? Was she scheming, or was she just making a mistake?
She's proclaiming it was an easier alternative to just having two.
So what? You have to open up this web browser, enter your name and password, send an email, versus open up what? Another web browser, name and password, send an email. Is that what she's saying?
That's what she's saying.
Sounds like a load of you know what.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, it sounds shady because it kind of is. Like your job says you need to use a government email server. You have to submit your emails. We have to check through them. It's for business, so any job you go to is going to check your emails wherever you go.
Sure.
And she was like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have my own private email server. I'm going to use it for business and personal. Any job you go to, you can't use your email for personal use.
Right, even here at the school, you can't email professors with your personal email.
Exactly.
You got to keep it documented.
You got to keep in the school emails. So at the end of the day, it just comes off as like a little bit like, were you hiding something? Was there a reason you weren't doing the right thing? Did you know that you weren't doing the right thing?
Who was she emailing?
Well, it was between, like, again, like the emails were probably going to, like, were sent to, like, government officials, people she worked with. And then others were just, like, personal emails, probably to, like, friends or...
Okay,
or the big Bill Clinton.
Now, why is Hillary put on blast here? Because if she's emailing other people, they're emailing her back, right?
Well, I feel like the main source, like the reason people care is because a lot of people think that she's going to run for president in 2016. I feel like that's why like everyone's like jumping on this, because they're thinking if you're going to run for president and you're already keeping secrets, what are you going to be keeping from us? Let's say if you win, hypothetically if you win.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was one that if she ran, I would have voted for Hillary. Why not? Woman is president. It's about time, right?
Time for change.
Sure, why
if you're not going to be shady about it. Because if you are, then, yeah, I'm not going to be very trusting.
Yeah. Well, you got to, not for nothing, it's politics.
Right. I mean, granted, everyone's probably doing shady stuff. She just got caught. But the fact is, not everybody... maybe we can't trust the Clintons. I don't know.
You know what? We don't want to call them out like that, but it could be a family ordeal.
It might be.
They got kids, right?
They do. One of them I think her daughter just got married.
Well, she was saying that some of the emails that Hillary was sending to her were like about the wedding and like about setting stuff up for the wedding.
Which is completely okay to do on your personal email account.
Right.
But it's also been reported that she was found deleting emails.
Where?
Also true.
Where though?
From her email server.
From her email server, yeah.
From her personal email server or government?
Well, it's both the same.
Yeah, she never had a government issued one.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So she was found deleting emails. Again,
well, listen, when you get
another
emails,
thing,
don't you delete them?
But it was deleted after she was caught.
There's also some people who don't care, who are just like, well, whatever. So she sent emails about the wedding. I mean,
it's another thing. Like,
here's the thing: she did hand over her emails.
Yes.
So when pressed about it, the government got their hands on the emails. They sifted through them. They saw nothing that was a concern. Now, that's assuming that she didn't delete anything that we shouldn't have been seeing, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was doing the right thing. Apparently, she had nothing to hide.
Ever since I started college, one of the big things that the professors, what they teach us is that a lot of these news stations are very one-sided as far as being political. You know, you have people that, like Fox, what are they? They're conservative? They're one of the
Fox is Republican.
They're Republican or whatever. Yeah, so they force feed. So which news stations, we got to take all this stuff into account, guys, if we're really going to look at this. Like what if the news stations that are putting out all this information on Hillary are just against her and it's all hearsay? Or they're elaborating, which is totally another possibility.
Well,
Totally can.
it's the blowing everything out of proportion, just so the other side can win.
Now, what hurt her a little bit was that she never addressed the situation.
Yes.
So, she got called out on it. She was still having, like, rallies and stuff. She's a Secretary of State. She had meetings. And she never actually addressed the issue, which made people believe even more that she was trying to hide it.
Yeah.
So maybe if she had, I don't know, better PR person, and they said, let's talk about this, it's a big issue, and if you're running, it might be important,
Yeah.
then maybe
but
people wouldn't have cared as much.
If they're going to look through your emails, guess what? They're going to look through everything and read everything. What if she's talking to her daughter about, like, some guy she thinks is attractive or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what she could be talking
that's
about.
not Bill?
Yeah, but like again, if
Yes,
it's
that's not Bill.
I mean, if reporters got their hands on that, that's like they would report that no matter what. But if it's like if the government's handling it, they would know that's not something that will affect her.
Things get leaked
No, I know.
All
But
the
what
time.
I'm saying is that
and blown out of proportion.
what I'm saying is the government's just looking for her, looking through her emails for the sole reason if she was hiding something. Of course, if that got
And-
leaked, that's a different story.
Yeah, but then they're going to stumble upon everything else at the same time,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't be comfortable with if somebody was surfing through my emails. I don't want people looking at what I'm writing.
Well, that's
Because no one
But I
would,
guess that's a price she's got to pay
no
for,
one would
for
go
breaking
through
the rules, right?
Right, exactly. No one would go through your private emails, but since you're not...
except the
you-
government, Edward Snowden.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the
all right.
government.
Throwback to last week.
Yeah, throw back to last
Throw
week.
back to last
We're
week.
throwing back everything.
Yeah.
It's
Everything's
not
going to be a
even Thursday.
reference. So make sure you keep up.
Make
You know
sure
what,
you
though?
keep up.
Election is so far away that, let's say she does run. You think anyone's going to, like, care at that point? I feel like people forget so fast.
Especially in America, we're a very forgiving country.
Well, I mean, unless you're Fox. I mean, like look
No,
at
she'll-
look at back when the last election and what happened with Mitt Romney when he made those wealth gap comments.
That's right.
It stuck with him.
But
And
he also made
did-
them a lot during the election, or
It made
right
him a
before
lot.
the election.
Yeah, but like the way he said it in that private interview and what was caught on tape
But very rarely are
Was-
things like that
was
the downfall of your presidency.
once.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other things that could lead to, like back in the past for Hillary Clinton, that could lead to her downfall. Like when she was like, "It doesn't matter now." After like
The Benghazi.
the Benghazi thing.
Honestly,
Like,
when I
there's a
watched
lot-
that
that,
might come to
when
bite
I
her
watched
even
that
worse than
video,
this.
Yeah.
that did nothing to me. When we were in class, when we watched that video, it didn't affect me at all. It seemed like she was being 100% legitimate when she said that. She wasn't trying to do anything. She wasn't trying to cause a stir. She was honest.
It's just the
Like,
way.
what can I do about it?
She
She can't.
It's just the way she put it. Like it doesn't matter now. As
Like
if
almost like the lives don't matter now.
the lives don't matter. It's the way she put it, not like what she was trying to say.
Imagine if you're a politician and you have 24/7 things spinning around your brain. You're being swayed both sides, push left, push right.
yeah, for sure,
You
it's
know,
hard.
Well, yeah,
it's going in
it-
circles all day long. Now, you get asked a question 1,000 times. Eventually, you're going to be like, you know what? Forget it. You guys aren't listening. I'm going to say something you're not going to like. How's that?
True. No, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
no, I
People are people at the end of the day.
I mean, that's just,
I mean,
you got to take that
I-
into account. You know,
I
who is
mean-
she? What is she doing?
But I know you can see the like underlying thing of she was just like being asked this question probably a lot of times, and like you can see that
You
like
see she's
she
frustrated.
she was frustrated, and she wanted to give him like an honest to goodness answer. But then there's people out there who will see this as, oh, you don't care about human lives, and like not everyone can think like, oh, like have the sympathy that you probably had for her when she was giving that interview, because people like once they hear something offensive like that, they get like really angry. Like,
You can't please everybody,
You
man,
can't- you
especially
can't-
if
you
you're
can't
ticked
please-
off all the time.
I
about
mean,
the
like
same-
she already
'cause
lost.
They probably. Sorry. Go ahead.
There's always people who are they were never gonna vote for her because she was Democrat. Like, they're always gonna
That's
vote.
one.
all right,
That's
There's
one.
also people that want to get a rise out of her to make a story. That's
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
The list goes on. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, it just goes to show that like some people like are like very like they can have sympathy for like her using an email address, like, oh, I understand, like one email address, one, like, it's easier source, like you get everything in one place. But then there's other people who think, what are you hiding? Why do you have to do that?
Yeah.
Why can't you have a government issued one for your government, for all your business, and then your personal email for like your daughter and your husband?
How's this? What is she hiding?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
What? Well, okay, so she says she's hiding something. What's the worst thing she could hide?
Probably
Like-
I don't know.
Well, like,
Her new outfit she picked out. Like,
well, it's like
It-
stuff like in the government, like
it
she
might-
might have sent.
Here's
like,
the thing.
like secrets that she could have sent to
oh
other
right,
people.
like you said before, that it's easier to tap in that if you're an outsider.
Yes, if it's a personal email.
And that's
if
a
it's
bad. You're right, man.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah, government issued ones.
You can't be doing
It's
that.
it's harder to hack into that.
Here's-
Right.
She might not have been hiding anything.
She might no. I like.
But
for-
a lot
if-
of people think, what if you're president? Like, you know a lot more as a president than you do as a Secretary of State.
Yeah.
So what if you start hiding stuff then? I mean, here's the thing. I might still vote for
I'm
her.
not worried
I
about her
don't know.
hiding things. I'm worried about the security of our country. Because if other people can just go pluck stuff out of her personal email without problem,
Her,
that's
her Gmail account.
Gmail.
Hillary Clinton at gmail.com.
H. Clinton. Okay. But yeah, you get the idea, right? It's just not safe. Just like with the Edward Snowden thing.
Woman in the house.
It would be fine if he leaked the information to give us all knowledge on what's going on. But it's not fine because now the other countries know what's going on. That we're spying on them.
Yeah.
And then now that lowers our security or whatever. It increases our risk.
Right.
So you
Not
guys
okay.
think this will do it for her?
Do it.
I don't think it would. Like the emails,
Yeah.
probably won't. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it will be brought up here and there, but I don't. I think it like
I don't
unless
think it'll make or
unless
break
they
her.
find something vital, it's
Yeah.
gonna blow up.
So all hand what is it? 50% or higher being bad, or 50% or lower being it doesn't matter. So all those that say it's more bad than good, or no issue at all, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah.
Aye. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Agreed.
it'll blow over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah, that about wraps it up for
I
us
work on
today.
my speech, but you got the idea, right? Oh shoot, computer. You got a song for us?
I
Steve?
do. I
All
do.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head on out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Just give me 1 second so I don't record the song.
Got a little bit of that song. Record.
Do you think they'll sue us for copywriting?
They'll sue us. We're out of the
If
ju-
anyone actually knows what that song was, I might be a little impressed.
The little clip.
Just
And
2
we're
seconds.
out. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Till next time. 3 guys, 1 cup of coffee.
Sayonara.